Well, it's time now for our Sunday specials. Families of inmates killed during a failed Ikoyi jailbreak in October 2020 are still awaiting for the Nigerian Correctional Service to explain why their loved ones were gunned down in cells. Sarah Ayiku speaks with one of the grieving families still in the struggle of getting justice for their son.
A lot of people may have forgotten all that happened in October 2020. What most people remember or talk about is the controversial Lekki Tollgate incident and days of protest.
They are shooting our house. They are shooting.
48 hours after a prison break in Edo State, the Ikoyi custodial facility was at a standoff with an unspecified number of inmates. On the 22nd of October, these videos were posted on X, then known as Twitter, some minutes before 1 p.m. The video shows billowing smoke in the distance. A closer look, you see inmates running towards the gate. Then the gunshots continued. 3 years after, details of what happened are still sketchy. In a statement, the Nigerian Correctional Service revealed that 20 inmates lost their lives while desperately trying to escape. The statement also reads that 8 correctional officers sustained various degrees of injuries, with some life-threatening. It is not clear who lit the fire that burnt the records office within the facility, or if hoodlums who tried to help their friends escape were seen close to the prison and arrested or killed. There are also sources who claim the ruckus started behind the walls between an official and an inmate. Whatever the claim, it's established some inmates were killed. But by who? For what reason? Where were they killed? In the cells or while they were allegedly trying to escape?
Everything points to some kind of impunity in the system. Everything points to government being involved in these killings, because truly no outsider will go into the prisons and start shooting people around them. No. Then they would have shot some warders. Did you have any warder that died? No. So if actually it was a jailbreak, people coming to break the jail, they would have had, reinforcement from outside that will come and shoot whoever they see.
These are some of the questions families like the Bamideles are asking.
Come out, oh yeah, kill, don't shoot one, papa.
That's the narrative the family has. Mrs. Bukola recalls what could be the final moments of Shola Olatoye, a prisoner cut down in his prime. Till his death in 2020, Shola was awaiting trial for an alleged robbery case. His lawyers believe the police mistook him for another criminal with a similar name. The last time they heard the voice of Shola Olatoye was the afternoon of the 20th of October.
Ọlọ́run ni mo ní kán ṣàánú mi kán gbọ́mọ mi lẹ̀. Mo ṣe bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí mi tí fọwọ́ fi fojú kan ọmọ mi. Kán bá mi àwọn ọmọ tó fi sílẹ̀ mi lè dá wọn tọ́. Àwọn mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin wọ́n máa wọ school kán jọ kán assist. I want the justice for my children. I want justice for them.
Assuming he's alive now, I'll be serving because most of my classmates are serving now. I'm here struggling, and maybe I like the government to help us because I can't do this alone. I can't. If they release his corpse now, we should bury him because we went to the Ikoyi Yaba, and then they said we went to last day. They said we should bring my brother's pictures and his sons for DNA test and autopsy, something like that. We went there 3 times. We didn't see results. Maybe it's the government that wants to bury him. We should know. As in, if they should release the corpse, I'll be happy. Because it's 3 years now.
Shola, 6 others were arrested in 2019. Every time Mrs. Bukola goes to court, the wounds and grief of losing her only son is refreshed. Still filled with a lot of hurt, Shola's family keeps going for the coroner's inquest, hoping to get justice. But months have turned into years. No word, no compensation from the prison service.
If you look at Shola first mother, I'm sure she would have given up by now because at times she can't even afford money to come to the courts. We have to give her transfer money. So this is what we suffer in Ola. Most of the time, our clients cannot even afford to come to court. We have to give money for them to even come to court. And when they come, at times, they will ask for money to go back and money to eat.
3 years after, the Ikoyi custodial facility is still reeling from the failed jailbreak. Limited movements for the inmates. Not like there is enough space to move around. Officers are always on guard, setting up multiple checks for visitors and inmates. For the family members, they're seeking justice in the court of law. They're asking for the corpse of their son, an untainted autopsy report, and full compensation